Hey, my name is Sean. I'm the owner of Zulu Tattoo. This show is going to be an in-depth rundown through the tattooing of Ireland. In this series, we're going to interview a few of the artists around Ireland, seen through the eyes of Zulu Tattoo. We'll also be interviewing a few of the celebrities. Along the way, we'll try and make it as funny and bizarre as tattoo shops should be. Welcome to Ireland Inc. It starts off with my grandfather. He was a tattoo artist back in Cape Town in South Africa in the 50s. Unfortunately, he passed away when I was around 16, 17 years old, so I never really got to meet him in his tattoo industry. I moved across to LA, picked up an apprenticeship for 2 years. From the States, I moved back to my hometown, which is Zululand in South Africa. I moved back and opened a studio up there, which we worked for about 4 to 5 years. I got the bug for Europe again, so I decided to go off to England. From England, I came across to London for a weekend to see Limp Bizkit play. He actually hurt his back, so he cancelled the show. Since I arrived in Ireland, the tattoo scene has really evolved. I remember when I first got here, I was working in the back of a sex shop. It was a bit different. All the small little tramp stamps. The girls are getting very small tattoos. There's more. They do just whatever. If someone famous got a tattoo, they do the exact same thing. From there, it's evolved a lot, and other girls, they all get real big tattoos where there's a lot of in-depth thought gone into it. It's the same class as the rest of the world now. With the men as well, it's not all the same thing. They're all really doing their homework. Everyone does their homework, and a lot of freehand. They give the artists a lot of freehand leeway. So it's definitely up with the rest of the world now.
I'm bunking over there. What's a bit on the piss? Oh, this one's on the piss, no. That's the way you do it. Ooh.
This is going to be a long few months, I can see it. We open up 11 o'clock in the morning, Punch. At this rate, I'd say 9 o'clock you'll have to be able to start opening the doors and the shutters.
Look, alright, they're a bit in the piss, you know what I mean? But,
It's a good start, Well, the job's yours, mate. Okay, Punch, what we have here is a consent form. Pretty much, just give it to them, they must read through before they even come through for a tattoo. This is our liability.
So it's a disclaimer.
Disclaimer, exactly. Name, tattoo artist, everything, And
I can read, yeah.
Pretty simple.
I think I tick all the boxes there,
Yeah. The biggest rule in the shop has been our forte since the beginning, the politeness of the people. We really want to make it a family affair, Doesn't matter where they're from, who they are, let's make sure we're very polite and there's no drinking on the job.
All the spring bits and ups and embryos, avatar, so I don't catch the flow. Guess you can do alright, remember.
There's no drinking on the job.
I understand the philosophy that customer's always right, but drinking on the job, okay, I'll make an exception. I understand, boss.
Deal, you got a job.
Thank you very much.
Where
do I start?
Get them up.
Right.
First day on the job, we had some Yankee Doodle-Doos come in. You got any idea? Yeah. American Express, Yeah. Oh, I tell you what, I can laminate one of those in my back bedroom. No, you're fine, man. That's cool. Yeah, are you sure you haven't got 8?
I'm pretty positive, yeah.
Did you read question 6?
I'm pretty positive, yeah.
Are you sure? I'm positive. He's on spring break. Mum's credit card. Look at the damage I'm doing. I used to work one of these when I had a real job.
Huge punch. Punch is fucking top class, man.
Yeah, I think if I'm a new vocation in life.
No, but you don't want to take my job, man. It'll just be another
look, he's starting to get jealous now. Do you know what I mean? Look.
Go back on that side of the counter, man. Go back on that side. So then we have this guy, Pancho, coming in and turning up late. isn't even big enough to open up the shop. Doesn't know how to talk to customers at all. He just.
When was the last time you had a knees test?
Yesterday.
What's your positive for that?
I mean, we have these questions on the consent forms for a reason. They're supposed to be taken seriously, and Pancho likes to make a joke out of them and things like this. And I don't know, it works with some people, but I'm gonna have to come down on them a little bit harder, I think. I just need to make sure we need to keep you under control, Pancho. We can't have you running wild, shouting things at people like you were the last day in the shop, you know?
You're trying to say that I haven't got the customer liaison skills.
We need to round the edges, Pancho. We need to round the edges a little bit, you know what I mean? Try ask the HIV question a bit more quietly.
Unfortunately, Dave, subtlety has never been my forte. All right, guys. Would you like a tattoo?
Tattoo?
Yeah, have a look through. Have you ever had a tattoo before?
No, I never had a red
Would
tattoo.
you like one?
In the future, yeah.
Yeah? Are you old enough?
No.
All right, well, you know, that's lost cause then, right? I told you, Dave, subtlety was my forte.
Excellent, Pancho. That was better. That was better.
What do you say then, Dave? Get a fake ID?
Oh, I would have asked him what age he is before I started trying to sell him a tattoo. Try get him into ship shape, you know? Try make him a real worker.
Well, I've done a good few famous people. Starting on, I've tattooed Green Day, Marcus Mendoza from Whitesnake, Anastasia's dance crew came in a few years ago when she played in Ireland. Lenny Kravitz band, who I'm still on good contacts, good terms with. We talk, we hook up all the time. From Coolio, the Dirty Sanchez Boys, Megadeth, Andy from System of a Down, the Nashville Pussy, Graham Cruz, who's a local Irish boy. I've done loads on his work. Through to Shane Lynch. How are you? Hi, how are you? Brandon. How are you, Sean?
Sean, that's my father, Brendan.
Tell me, nice one. Pleased to meet you. Nice one. We are going to start a piece on Mr. Lynch. We're not too sure yet. It's going to be a bit of a old school Irish piece, you know? Right. Rock and roll.
Sean, I trust you, boy. I trust you.
So one night he actually came in, just out of the blue. He came in and he was, yeah, let's start right now, tattoo my fingers. So he wrote Dublin 13 on his fingers.
Dublin 13. IRL. I mean, Knuckles will be. That was our initiation, wasn't it?
The warm-up.
That was our warm up. Our warm up for what I really wanted to go ahead with. And he's spot on. He's bang on with the needle, you know.
It looks like he's very passionate about his tattoos. He puts a lot of thought into everything he's got on him. It's all very personalised for him. Everything has got to do about his lifestyle. I think from when he started his career out in Boyzone right through into where he is now with his drifting.
My left side upper body is kind of motorsport. My right side upper body is very music based, and I'm going to do some kind of socks here, like the old, like the school girls used to wear. You know, the high socks, just below the knee. You know.
I did a few different drawings, and we've come up with this one. This is going to be the winner. I put it up with some arrays, so it's a bit of like good luck.
Yeah.
It was a bit of good
See
luck,
the sunshine,
bit
yeah,
of,
come
bit
on,
of good luck from above, you know.
A lot of my tattoo in the past would be thin line stuff, but this is actually quite nice. I have to say, it's actually very nice.
Quite enjoyable.
Yeah.
Getting worried about
Sean, you're a good man. I have to say, fair play to you.
The next one's even easier, I think.
This is really nice.
Shane's sat very well for his tattoos. Surprisingly, he must be very passionate about them because he really sits well. He said that I've got a very light hand, but I don't think so, mate. I think it's just a needle's a needle going into your skin, you know. He just sits really well.
Stephen Gately, a good band member, passed away, and one of his tattoos on his chest was a Superman sign. So when he passed, me and the boys, we all went in, we all got our tattoos of Superman. So mine's on the hand.
Yeah.
So I can now kiss it out. Yeah. Good man yourself.
Yeah.
I kind of been there and done that. Had the Porsche, had the £1 million house, had all the everything we kind of think we desire when it comes to materialistic blessings, let's call them. And instead of all that crack, I drove an F-Reg, which I believe is a 89 Ford Transit. This was my pride and joy. I gave £1,500 for this wagon. My wife, I met her, and I met her in the studio and stuff, and I said, well look, I'll give you a lift home, you know, I'll give you a lift home, no bother. So we're walking up the street anyway, and she knew who I was. I was in a band called Boyzone, all good. She's walking up thinking she'll see, you know, the Ferrari, the BMW, Mercedes, the Porsche, whatever. So I go, click, click, the Ford Transit. Lights up, and she goes, right, the Ford Transit. So this was my kind of test, you know. I thought, she'll either turn on the heels and do a runner, or she's the fine girl you want to meet in all of your life. So she gets in the passenger seat, nonetheless. We go way up the street. Earlier on in the day, I met this guy who was turning his shop out, and he had this fridge, a glass-fronted fridge, and he said he'd put it by the dump, and I said, are you finished with that fridge, like? And he says, oh yeah, I'm doing a turnaround in the shop. I said, does it work? Ah, it works, no bother. Can I come back and get it later? And he says, yeah, you can come back and have it. So later on that evening, the girlfriend, the wife, the girl I meet at the time, gets in the passenger seat. We drive up the road, and I said, listen, I'm not being funny, but I have to stop at the skip for a minute. I get out of the transit, open the back of the doors of the transit, jump into the skip, load out this fridge, glass fronted by the way. Now none of that kind of household stuff. I mean, shop quality, like, don't forget. Get out into the skip, load out this fridge, throw it in the back of the transit, and get in the van. I say, you alright? And she goes, never been better. And that was the girl I wanted to marry for that there moment.
Perfect.
Still has the fridge.
Well, you've heard of dogging, you've heard of swinging, we have never heard of skipping, have you? Skipping on the first date.
He hasn't seen his father in a while. He gets to see his father every couple of months. But I think he just brought him along just so he can just buzz with him on the whole night out. He enjoyed himself so much. He actually, he said he'd never get a tattoo.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
He actually landed up getting a tattoo without the ink. But just to actually get on the buzz, actually, it was really great. It's just a really unusual, bizarre night.
What would we do, like a little shamrock? Yeah. Just as a shape, you know? Just take a shape.
Just want to see what it feels like, eh?
Let's go. That's my father. Yeah. No tattoos at all. I've got about, geez, it must be 2 or 3, 60 hours of tattooing. I always go, are you finished? Fucking brilliant.
It's like getting the BCG. Just like a stinging.
Like a bee sting,
Yeah,
but
like
constant.
loads and loads of bee stings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you could get used to it, I think. No, you couldn't.
Brilliant.
Arm wrestle.
Definitely different.
It's a different buzz, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's a weird. It's just weird. It's weird.
Cheers, thanks very much.
I fucking played you that.
Your dad's first tattoo.
Your hero. A red shamrock. What did your missus say?
Just had heels last night.
A red shamrock. It's lovely.
Great, isn't it?
Yeah. First time for everything I know. I'll be back next week for the real thing.
Thanks, man.
Thanks very much.
You did great.
Yeah.
I'll say his dad won, hands down. Hands down, Dad's the winner. Dad's the winner, hands down. The tougher man, he did better than you. Technically, it should go away, as long as there wasn't maybe a little half a drop of ink that could have got mixed up along the line, which might leave a little grey line. But I really think it will go away.
Right, would you like a fake ID? If you don't mind me asking, you know, this is a whole good question to ask a woman. You know, how old are you?
19.
All right, that's fine. Right, let's talk shop. No, have you ever had a tattoo before?
Yeah, I've got two. I've got that little one, then I've got one on my back.
Give us a look at that.
Just a little one.
That's not a stamp from school now.
No, just a little one. Yeah.
Would you consider, you know, having anything, you know, more
Yeah, I want to
in
get
depth?
one down.
Yeah.
Like, well, just a little one there, but I want to get one down my back and then on my front.
Yes, I think something like that would be nice.
Yeah, like some, like not that yoke, maybe that thing. Yeah. It's
There you
one
go.
of them.
You know,
Yeah.
you know, Zulu tattoo anytime.
The watchful eye was over on there, Pancho. Excellent.
Where were you?
Excellent work, Pancho.
What do you
What's
think?
this lady looking for?
this lady would like, she'd like some work,
Yeah, my back.
yeah,
Any
like
particular
along a
colours?
Japanese vibe.
Have you thought about a background? Do you want like a colour background, or
It's shading.
you can put in some light blues in with the shading as well? It works really well.
That's
really
what I was going
brings
to
it out.
say.
To stop a bit, because what could happen is if it's overall too dark, it doesn't look very feminine sometimes, and all, you know. But you can really, you can definitely work something out for you. I'd usually have the diary on me, but we don't today.
You
But
have this,
you have the flyer.
Yeah, look, mate, I've already beat you to it now, right?
You may as well take a card as well. That has the
Okay,
opening
guys.
hours on the back of it there.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
What do you say there, Dave?
Pimp all the artists' portfolios are on Facebook, so you can check it out online if you can't get into the shop to have a look at the work. Good work, Punch. Excellent.
I reckon, you know, I reckon there's no need for us to fall out.
There's no need for us to be enemies. There's no need for us.
On Tuesday, I turned up. I was like half hour late for work. You know, caught up with a good friend of mine from Dublin. So we went out partying. So I was half hour late for work. So Sean's like, you know, I've got something special in line for you tonight. And I thought, oh, great, you know, it's a nice treat. But little did I know, here comes along Ash the Bash.
Well, for a start, he kind of dropped us yesterday. He didn't do a very good job in the cleaning up. So I think we're going to have to get him punished. Stick him in a ring with some girl, bitch slap him around a bit. That'll be good.
No, little man.
Hey, where's the little boy? Poncho!
It looks brilliant, man.
You like the dragon?
I like the colours and everything. It's perfect. The dragon is perfect. Very impressed by this. But tonight I have to go and fight the woman.
Good luck.
But you
destroy the bitch.
you always have to fight with women anyway.
So we thought she'll bash him up a little bit just to try and teach him some manners in the shop.
If you've tucked me up, I'm going to go fucking apeshit. Short man syndrome, right?
We organised, without him really knowing, we organised this girl. We just pretended she wanted to get tattooed. Just to get punched and just to have a chat with her. And we got her to pick a fight with him. We've decided you've been such a good worker, you deserve a bonus. This is our way of giving you a small bonus, you know?
What, she hot, is she?
She's alright, yeah, she's good girl. She's actually world number 4 cage fighter in the world for women's. And you're going to meet her tonight.
Wait.
Ash the Bash. She's from Ash, the SBG club.
Ash the Bash?
Yeah, you're in for
But
a
That sounds a bit dodgy.
It is.
You're gonna bash
She's
the
well
Ash.
dodgy, man. She's going to punch your fucking head in. You're going to place a bet here or what, lads?
On for Ash anyway, yeah.
Yeah! Come on.
If you can do that in the ring and get away with it, I will pay for the rest of your drink over here.
That's a serious offer. Going to pay for Panch's drink for the rest of the weekend.
Come in and do
Oh my God.
Have you seen Ash the Bash?
No, I haven't seen
exactly.
Ash.
Exactly.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Completely underestimated her. Just walked in, toying round, thinking, oh, here we go. This is, this is something out of my control. I chose to have a tattoo. But this, I didn't really choose this. This is apparently Ash the Bash's.
I'm a coach and her boyfriend.
I think I'd rather fuck her than fight her. From what I've heard, the reputation,
Well, she's called Ash the Bash for a reason. 9 girls have tried, 9 girls have been hurt, so.
So you're one of the 9 then?
I told you, wax on, wax off, like the mop. Wax on, wax off.
Hygiene is slightly different to getting your face bashed in. Come on now, boss. I took it way too easy and she absolutely pummeled me.
Pretty good. That wasn't bad.
You were crap, I was fantastic. Yeah, as soon as I saw Ash the Bash rocking in with a gum shield, I thought, holy fucking shit, man, she means business.
I'm gonna be nice to him, really nice. Nice in my own kind of special way. Might put him to sleep like a little baby.
In the red corner, at a rather tubby 60 kilos, all the way from in Wales. In the blue corner, she is number 4 in the world. She is the current British Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion. 9-0, perfect record. Ash. Get it on! Come on, Pat! Come on, Pat! Come on, Pat!
Oh, she's making me out!
Okay.
Adopting the Zulu philosophy, I thought, you know, what only way to rock out, you know, after being beaten by Astabash, I just turned into the warrior.
The Zulu Stripes started off, I'd say, on the second time I met the Dirty Sanchez lads. We had a bit of an after party in my old studio, which was in Temple Bar. We had a bit of the Slayer blaring in the background, 2 bottles of Jack Daniels, and I found this tin of shoe polish, the black shoe polish. So I put 2 lines across my nose, came flying out there with Slayer full taps, and a Zulu spear and a Zulu shield in my hand. And we kind of let loose with a few throws into the walls and everything. And from that day, it's been a household name with Zulu Tattoo.
You alright, Punch?
Do I look fucking alright? I tell you what, I've had loads of arguments, you know. I've had fucking a few girlfriends. And all of them have left me, but not with this fucking nose.
The last act of defiance. He could barely breathe, but all he remembered was, don't forget the Zulu Stripes.
The winner in under 1 minute and still undefeated, Ash.
Fuck for that. You know, I'm here to tell another tale. Come on, Astabash, round 2.